Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to the channel. Sarah here. We're going to do a reading for you today for the third week of September 2025. Keep in mind, Aquarius, this is just a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave out what does not. If you're interested in having a personal reading done by me, you can check the description box below if you're on YouTube, or you can check the link in my bio if you are on TikTok. My website is lionessmoonintuitivetarot.com, or you can email me directly at lionessmoonintuitivetarot@gmail.com. All right, so as always, Aquarius, if I say that I'm talking about you, it could be about the person you're dealing with and vice versa. Feel free to delegate the energies where you see fit. Same goes to you, cross-watcher. All right, so Aquarius, today we are going to do a layered spread reading for you. Oh, and out jumps reminiscing. All right, so somebody's reminiscing. Somebody misses your inside jokes. Somebody who you may have been in an established relationship with. Somebody's trying to gain a sense of self or self-love. Legal, maybe some sort of legal situation. Boundaries comes out. Just want to make sure it's all in the shot here, or as much in the shot as I can get it. All right, unfinished business. Confusion. Somebody who's on the road towards self-love is experiencing some sort of confusion. Something to do with time, legal, and the overall energy of this portion of your reading is shadow side. So the shadow side card is very, it supports the devil for me in this deck. So somebody is reminiscing, maybe looking back on something. Maybe the two of you had been in an established relationship and boundaries were set. Maybe somebody felt like they had to defend themselves about something. Maybe there's something about somebody overstepping boundaries. We are going to pull out more layers, and then at the end of the reading, we're going to go through each of these placements and it's going to uncover a story. So there's unfinished business. Unfinished business because somebody's still confused. Somebody's confused about a boundary that was set here. But the boundary looks like it was set because whoever this was that set the boundary was doing what they needed to do in order to align themselves with their own highest good. This may have led to some sort of legal situation. There may be a legal marriage here involved and something to do with time, reminiscing over the course of time. It looks like somebody was in an established relationship, boundaries were set, so there's some sort of unfinished business due to there being confusion. It's almost like somebody, I don't know if whatever this is going to be continuing on as it was in the past, or if there's just this energy of somebody feeling like a cycle hasn't fully closed out because of the fact that there was no real closure. Somebody's still confused about something that they feel is unfinished here. The unfinished business would be the equivalent of the world in reverse for me. So what is the next layer here? Perspective. Journey. Oh, somebody's perspective changed since going on a journey. Expression. Great match. Courage. Many choices. Innovation, doing something differently. On the table. And the overall energy of this reading is fast changes. So something happened quickly, and that's what's probably causing. So, because usually the first layer I read as the person you're dealing with, and then the second layer I read as the querent. But obviously this is a general reading, so this could be the other way around. somebody's perspective, somebody has had or has had to look at what their perspective has been. It's like somebody went on a journey of some sort after boundaries had been set, is what I'm seeing. And somebody felt like there were other choices here. And they had the opportunity to do something differently. And in doing so, maybe I'm getting almost like there's whatever it was that was done differently may have had something to do with communication. Communication was executed in a different way, or maybe this is something that's going to happen in the future. Somebody is trying to figure out something. I'm almost getting like there was something about communication that was holding somebody back here, and somebody knows that things need to be different moving forward in order to find what it is that they are looking for moving on with this great match card. And a part of this has to do with setting an intention here with the on the table card. Somebody's perspective has changed or is about to change as a result of setting the intentions as to what it looks like it is through expression here, expressing something that is almost like whatever it is that is wanted or needed from whatever connects. It looks like it's a connection, great match. Your great match will be found on the contingency that you express what you actually want. And this is something for a lot of you that may be very different. There's something different about what it is that you want now that you have had the experience that you've had. Can we get the tarot on this? We've got Hierophant. So we did see legal, right? King of Pentacles in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. The Devil, that would be the same as the shadow side. The King of Swords in reverse. The Death. The King of Wands, damn. Oh, these kings. And the Five of Swords. The overall energy of this reading, the overall arching theme of this portion of your reading is the Judgment. Awakening to something. Awakening to something. It could have been a legal marriage. There's some sort of contract here. Legal marriage, maybe commitment. A contract of some sort. Now it looks like whatever this contract was with, it looks like you may have been involved with somebody who may have been very needy, maybe greedy, a taker type energy. And I'm also seeing somebody who is not trustworthy. So I'm getting like this really untrustworthy energy that you just may have been very disappointed in. It looks like whatever this is came to an end. What I was also getting from the first layer, and I usually read it as the person you're dealing with, is that whatever it is that came to an end here, Aquarius, this person feels like there's unfinished business still. Because there's some sort of confusion that whoever this is trying to deal with. They're trying to overcome something here. But I'm getting that for you, based on the energies that I'm seeing, there's something that you now have learned after having been involved with whoever this was that you know you don't want to repeat again. And so now that you know that you don't want to repeat this again, it's almost like whoever this is made you realize what it is that you do want to move forward on. And now that you do know what you want to move forward on, it's going to make it easier for you to set the intention and manifest whatever that is moving forward. So it looks like whoever this is somebody who you're very, very attracted to, But I'm also, so they're a temptation. Whoever this is still showing up as a potential temptation for you, because it's showing up that they feel like there's unfinished business after there's been a separation of some sort with the Lovers in reverse. It I'm seeing an energy here of somebody who feels almost like, so whatever this unfinished business is may have something to do with whoever this is feeling like they need to be right about something, like almost like they need to come in and prove themselves in some way. But it's almost like they're coming in a very, like the Devil to the Five of Swords is a very aggressive energy, almost like this, like in like whoever this is may have an obsession with wanting to win, or there may actually be, like, the Devil to the Five of Swords can be read as wrath as well. Whoever this is, it just looks like they want to win at all costs with that Five of Swords. Let's get more on this. We've got attractive. I always read this particular main person in this deck, masculine, as the seductive male, and that would make sense showing up with the King of Wands. We've got the Broom. Did anything flip here? We've got the Anchor. Ooh, now we've got something flipping. We've got the magnifying glass, the Bear. You may have another energy. That's what it is. You have something else coming towards you because you know what it is that you want, and whoever this is who feels like they are acting out of confusion, which is absolutely correct. If we're not aligned with our higher selves, we're probably coming from a place of unconsciousness and confusion. We all have the potential to come to the unit of knowledge of the Godhead. It's why we're here. The problem is that we get ourselves thrown off by that temptation energy. And whoever this is showing up is now feeling like there's some sort of unfinished business with you. And they're feeling like whatever it is that had gone awry between the two of you was coming from a place of confusion for them, and they want to try and alleviate that for themselves and for this connection. What I'm also getting here, though, Aquarius, is that you are feeling like it's almost like you've had enough of whatever energy it is that this person has brought to your life, and you now know what it is that you do want to have. And it looks like whatever this is may be something new. This could be your new person here. Somebody who is, it's like a newer energy. It's not, I'm not getting a very deep connection quite yet, but it's enough of an attraction to whoever this new, I'm almost getting like there's this newer person that's causing whoever this is to feel a certain level of jealousy is what I'm seeing here. We've got the garden, house, and great fortune. And the overall energy of this portion of your reading is mice. Stress, something that's insidiously eating away at something. It is doing damage. Something that's doing damage. Awakening to damage that is being done, and it's causing some sort of fast change and making somebody realize something about their shadow side. Somebody is looking more deeply at a situation. Almost like I'm getting here that there's some sort of new energy that is coming towards you that you're very enticed by, you're very attracted to it. And whoever this is going to feel like there's some sort of punishment that is being felt as a result of being involved in this energy. As a result of watching you be involved with this energy, I'm getting that there may be this energy of wanting to, the bear can be a very jealous energy as they want to protect what they feel is theirs. And I'm getting that whoever this is is feeling like Aquarius is mine and I made a mistake and I need to try and rectify the damage that has been done here. There's some sort of unfinished business. It looks like you're finished with this though. We've got the garden, home, anchor. Like I'm getting almost like whoever this is has maybe seen you in public. Maybe there are people in public, in some sort of public, maybe somewhere there are people talking about this. Whoever this is, though, is starting to look more deep, getting a more clear perspective on what it is that they feel is holding them down or anchoring them down. It may have something to do with conditioning that they have always been familiar with. But they feel like whoever it is showing up that they're stressed out about something. But they feel like they're trying to look at more into a picture, get a more clear perspective on their situation in order to move towards whatever it is that they feel like they want. And it looks like they want you. All right, what is the last layer for Aquarius? We've got thinker. Yeah, this person's thinking a lot. It could be you thinking too. Treasure Island, that's great fortune. Serendipity. A happy. The fates. This person feels like the two of you are fated. Why? They're starting to understand something about themselves, and they believe that the reason why they're starting to understand something about themselves is because you were in their life. Imagine. And building blocks. And the overall arching theme of this portion of the reading is milk and honey. Here's what I've got, okay? Whoever this is really in their head about something. Thinker and imagine are showing up here. Whoever this is feels like this connection was fated. This connection was fated, and they feel like they basically hit the jackpot when they met you. Like they feel like you were everything that they were looking for. And so there's something about themselves. There's something about this person that you consider to be insufferable. I'm just going to say that's kind of how it was showing up. Like you're ready to just walk away from whatever this is, because it looks like whatever this was for you was very, whatever behaviors were being displayed by this person were just completely intolerable for you. And so now you're starting, whoever this is starting to look at something about themselves. We saw the magnifying glass, and I'm also seeing why. Somebody's trying to think and understand why this has happened. They're trying to look more deeply at themselves here. They may be starting to understand something about their own imagination. Maybe they thought something about where this connection was going. Maybe they're realizing something about holding something in a very idealized light. Maybe whoever this was for some of you, I'm saying it because it came to me, was maybe whoever this was when they met you held you on some sort of pedestal and made you think that you had to live up to this unattainable ideal. And when you didn't live up to this unattainable ideal, this person may have tried to degrade you or make you feel a certain way about it. But I am getting that somebody is trying to rebuild on themselves, because I'm getting here that there's this energy of somebody having been in their imagination about where this relationship was going. And I'm almost getting that whoever this is either still we're going to unfold the whole story in a second, because I'm seeing milk and honey here. I'm seeing serendipity and happy, but I'm also seeing building blocks. So I'm seeing that whoever this is broken, they probably came into this connection, because I already said I saw that there was this possibility that whoever this is completely conditioned to a certain mentality that brought about some really bad behaviors in your connection. So they came into this connection really broken already. And I'm almost getting, Aquarius, that whoever this is thought that you were going to rescue them from themselves in some way. And now they're starting to see it, and it's almost like it took you having to move on to something else, or at least make it obvious to this person that you're not going to put up with whatever this is, and you do know now what it is that you do want in your life, and it has nothing to do with what this person was bringing to the table. But whoever this is trying to look at themselves differently. It looks like they're trying to heal, they're trying to build on themselves in some way. I am still getting, though, there may be something that's still in existence in their imagination, that they're either coming to terms with how unrealistic their ideals really are, or they're still in this energy of holding on to this very idealistic perspective as to where their life is going with you or could go with you. They may that, and that's a lot of pressure on you, right? So we see that the land of milk and honey, but it looks like whatever it is that this person thinks that they're moving towards is creating a lot of stress. And they are awakening. They're awakening to something. They're going to change. There's some sort of change, and it looks like whoever this is trying to come to terms with a side of themselves that they've never really looked at before. And it's almost like it's because of the fact that you somehow held them accountable just through your actions. So let's go through each of these placements. We've got thinker. We've got masculine. We've got main person masculine. Let's not get too hung up on the genders. I'm getting... perspective, reminiscing. So somebody's reminiscing. If this was somebody who you were in a commitment with, or there was some sort of contract that the two of you were involved in, they were thinking about something. It may have been because there was a newer energy that had come into the situation, but there's some sort of change in perspective upon reminiscing on what they feel like they had with you. And we've got Treasure Island. We've got, this person was holding on to I'm seeing an unattainable ideal here. And as a result of holding on to this unattainable ideal, they are going through a difficult, it's almost like whatever it is, it may have been attainable. The two of you could have had something real. Treasure Island is often the equivalent to the 10 of Pentacles for me. They could have had something with you. But what I'm seeing here is that they could have had something established with you, is what I'm getting. Like, that's why I saw it that way. As soon as I saw the established card, that's the equivalent of the 10 of Pentacles. But it looks like there's this energy of whoever this is not being stable enough to even have anything like that, or they weren't. There was something that was unstable about this person's energy. They might be a little bit on the greedy side, or just a bit of a taker, but it felt like punishment is what I'm getting here, or it was just a very difficult ordeal. It was a journey that was a very difficult ordeal where you tried to have an established connection with somebody who was a very difficult energy. And so there's something that's faded. I am getting that there's another energy here. Here's what I've got, okay? Aquarius, whoever this is also may have been somebody who was not very trustworthy. They are coming in as being a little they're trying to protect something, or there's this energy of potential jealousy here. They're trying to come in and have the courage they're to come and talk to you. It's, or they when they did come, if this happened already, when they did come talk to you, maybe they overstepped boundaries of some in some way. There may have been some sort of overstepping of boundaries. It could have had to do with intellectual narcissism, or it just could be that whoever this was very dishonest about something. The King of Swords showing up in reverse. It's a very difficult energy to deal with. He's like comic book guy from The Simpsons, you know, intellectual narcissist. Has the potential to be very intelligent, but really there's nothing in their outer reality that is giving them feedback that would support their own perceivable greatness. All right, so we've got why. Yeah, so because there was something about setting a boundary here with whoever this was. I'm getting that whoever this was, intellectual narcissist or just really dishonest, you set a boundary. I was also getting that there's a lot of instability here. And now this person has to look at why after something came to an end here. There may have been something that this breakup may have been public for some of you, or there are just a lot of people who know about it. But after, that's what it is. This death happened, this ending happened, and when the choices came into your life, there's another choice. I'm getting for some of you, there's another choice, and if that hasn't happened yet, this is how this story is supposedly going to unfold. There's another choice available, and that is when this person starts to realize that they feel like they have unfinished business with you. Imagine... Oh, this person is really in their head about you shacking up with somebody new. That's what I'm getting. There's something new, somebody new, and they're confused about how to move forward on this, okay? It's showing up that the two of you are not, they're trying to express themselves to you after there's been a split between the two of you, but they're still feeling anchored down because they still need to figure out what it is that they need to do in order to align themselves with their own highest good so that they can be the best person they can be for a partner, period. This person, you are not an isolated incident, Aquarius. Whoever this is has probably repeated a pattern with many, many people and will continue to repeat this pattern until they figure something out about themselves. And that's what I was getting at the beginning of the reading. This person is conditioned to something that's probably from a very young age, believing in certain ways of acting and thinking that are not conducive to anything healthy moving forward in any kind of connection. So we've got happy, okay. Whew. There's something. Okay, so what I had seen already was that there was something about you already knowing what it is that you want. Now that it's almost like having this person in your life was the catalyst to making you understand. It's almost like in understanding what you didn't want, it helped you to understand what you do want. I am getting, though, that there's some sort of, I'm almost like, the devil is one of those energies that I always clarify when it comes out because it could be a lot of things. I'm getting possessiveness. I'm getting this person as though being very jealous, possessive. There's something about them themselves that they need to look more closely on. Whoever this is may have been trying to control or possess you in some way. But it looks like there may be legal issues, but it does look like you are moving on to something better for yourself. There's a better match for you. Whoever this is going to try and rebuild on themselves, but it just looks like whoever this is, you're moving on to something better. This person still needs to heal, and it's going to be on them to do that. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. It's going to take Humpty Dumpty to put themselves back together again. And it looks like whoever this is still showing up as very bitter. And it looks like in time, there may be a potential that whoever this is will meet your standards, but it also looks like you've got something new coming in. That being said, Aquarius, I also noticed that whatever it is that's new coming in for you is still showing up as a very superficial type of energy right now. So we don't know where that is going either. So, nothing is fully written. Only some things are written, and it's after we create our own karma in some way. So it looks like you do have something new coming in that's going to be the catalyst in maybe allowing this person to wake up or look more deeply at themselves and figure out what it is that they need to do in order to rebuild and heal from something here. So Aquarius, that is your reading for the third week of September 2025. Thank you so much for all of your support, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. And until I read you again, take care and bless.